That first again, nice. Make sure things are going good on YouTube. Yeah, sure, Thunder. All right. I haven't posted yet. All right. Yeah, just let me know, Thunder. In the meantime, I'll take a look at this. Okay, cool. Mm. What is this question? Oh, okay. I was really thrown off by the you saw your television in your room, or on your room, I guess. Sent it? Okay. So question 21, part D. Find, using algebra, the value of x for which 2x plus a minus 1 equals 0. Ooh. Find, using algebra, the value of x for which 2x plus a minus 1 equals 0. Let me try and get the zoom so we can see the entire thing at once. Hey, Eberman, elliptic curve encryption and decryption? I have never heard of that in my life. I've heard of elliptic curves in encryption and decryption. I didn't know those two had any relationship with each other. Even then, I'm not that good with either of those top topics, so I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to do that for you. Should look at the previous parts? Okay. Yeah, because I kind of want to see a sketch of this function. Explain how your graph shows there's only one solution of the equation. Okay, yeah, so I was thinking that it's, well, the other x kind of makes it hard. Is it going to be like a, oh yeah, I need to see the graph here. X, 2x plus a, minus 1, add slider for a. Whoa! It is like a parabola, but part of it, it's reflected. That's kind of crazy. But I'm when we vary a. Huh. A scales it like that? I guess. Wait. Are we given a is greater than 0? They said a is greater than 0. Okay. So like when you get a negative a's, you can't have multiple answers. That's not what you sketch. Oh, you do 1 over x though. But no, oh wait, 2x plus a. Never mind. So what the hell? Wait, I see. That's kind of still a funky graph. So let's just turn that graph off, and then so y equals 2x plus a. That's just going to be your normal absolute value curve. And all a will do is translate it left and right. So it makes complete sense to me here why we only have one solution. Just like intuitively, like we know that the absolute value of x makes a v, in the bottom of that v is on the x-axis. And 1 over x, 1 over x. Oh, because when you get this other x in the mix, what they're basically having to do is find the intersection between the two curves. Huh. I need 0 is less than a is less than 10, because we're not allowed to have negative a's, so let's not even bother considering those. You didn't really read part D? Okay. So your graph show there's only one solution to the equation 2x plus a minus 1 equals 0. B squared minus 4ac of where they intersect. Find a value for a. Yeah, I guess if you know if they intersect once, you should get one repeated root. Hey, Jed. Right. Now you do get two separate equations though, because of this absolute value business. You'd expect one of them to not give you an answer though. Yeah, Bio, I'm working on Thunder's question here first, but after that, I can do yours. So I guess maybe I'll go to the whiteboard and try and work this out too. So we're looking at the last sentence here. Everyone was just coming in. Think there's a range of values for a? Yeah, that's so your answer is going to be in terms of a. Hey, ZZZ, what's the last beer you drank? It's the beer I have in the fridge right now, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I don't think IPA. Maybe it is IPA. But it's Sierra Nevada. Find using algebra value of x. So x 2x plus a minus 1 equals 0. Okay. There's no quick math here? Well, yeah, because YouTube doesn't have channel points or redeems or any of the fun stuff that Twitch has, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, I would add 1 to each side and divide by x. You get 2x plus a equals 1 over x. And then from here, because of the absolute value, we have to split off the two separate problems. 2x plus a equals 1 over x, and minus 2x plus a equals 1 over x. And now we get two separate problems here. But wait, if we get 2x squared plus ax minus 1. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you have to quadratic that. And also just multiply through by -1 here. Interesting. Okay. So I guess a few quadratic formula. I kind of just want to plug it into the full quadratic formula. Well, I think we do what you say with getting the determinant equal to 0. I just want to see what happens if you plug everything into the, or if you plug it into the entire quadratic formula though. Does that mean anything? Not in particular, except you do get the discriminant can't be 0 if unless you allow imaginary numbers, which we're not going to do here. And actually, a is greater than 0, so actually, well, no, never mind, doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I don't think, I guess you get the solution from here then. So I'm not going to do the entire quadratic formula, let's just take the discriminant. B squared minus 4ac 0. A equals plus or minus root 8, which equals plus or minus 2 root 2. Only one of those should work though. How do we tell? Hey, Stooky. Good morning to you too. All right, Bio, I see your question. I'll look at it more after. Red equation can't be solved. Oh, okay. No. You're all good, Thunder. So we have two possible values for A here. I assume only one of them is going to work with the original one, though. Do we have to plug it in and just check if there's a valid x where this can happen? That's my only thing that I can think to do here. So let's do like plus 2 root 2 minus 1 equals 0. I guess we do the same exact thing. So I don't really know what's going to happen with this. Dude, that's so much work. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, you get another quadratic with this? That can't be right. Yeah, we're just trying to show, wait, find using algebra the value of x for which that equals 0. Yeah, okay. You're right, so it might just be the same x. Thank you for that reminder, Thunder, because I definitely forgot about that. So, I guess you do have to do that. That's kind of annoying, though. Is there a trick? I can't think of a trick. I'm trying to think more intuitively about the graphs of 2x plus a absolute value and 1 over x, but I don't really see an easy way to get their intersection. Okay. Well, the quadratic formula that 2 root 2 plus or minus root 8 minus 4ac plus 4. No, plus 8. Why can't you just get an answer in terms of a here? Wait, am I thinking about this wrong? Oh wait, a is greater than 0. You can't have the negative root 2. We're given that as a constraint. That at least answers a part of my question about having multiple values of a. Does this make sense? Why, shouldn't we just get an answer in terms of a? Like, why am I getting an actual number for x? Like, we should have x equals something involving a. Oh yeah, Thunder, you caught that too. I can give an answer in terms of a. Yeah, I think it doesn't make sense to give an actual just one number here. But why do I get an actual number here, I guess? Like, a could be anything. Then you can't get an answer from the solution from a. Wait, then can't you get an answer in the solution? I mean, I guess, but I feel like it shouldn't be just like one answer that's always true. I guess maybe I need to look back at the graph that we made. After you did the first QF quadratic formula, you set that equal to 0. That's not the 0, that's x. Yeah, if we that would be just where they intersect, I guess, or here. Which one do you take? This is confusing. If you quadratic formula that, do you get an imaginary... I need to see this. So there are values for A where you also can get solutions here. So what the heck? This is confusing. I need to look back at the sketch. Hey, Fishy. Yeah, it's been a minute. I remember you. Yeah. So let's let's look back at Desmos because I'm getting a little confused on what's happening here. Is this point where they intersect always the same? I guess is my question. It's clearly not. Well, I'm thinking like the x value where they intersect depends on your value of a. Like the intersection right there is 0.41 when a is 1.6, but if you change a, you now get an intersection of 0.149. So the answer here has to be like x equals some equation with a. Fishy, I think I can help you with that, but I'm working on Thunder's question, and then I have a question from Bio, and then I can get to you. So I'm sorry that there's a queue right now, but I think I'll be able to help with that. It should just be applying the binomial formula. It is a little bit hard to sounds good. Um, no, it's all good, Thunder. Like, so this is a good question. It's interesting. Okay, so maybe the answer is just the which quadratic formula though? That's so weird. The new whiteboard set is fire. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I really want to get some lighting and it could still use some upgrades, but I'm really happy with being able to stand up and move around and do things. Ever since I bought the whiteboard, that's been what I wanted to do. It's just hard to get done as a renter where I can't drill into the wall and actually like mount it, but oh, I think we take the second quadratic. Wait. Okay, I mean, we could try plugging numbers for both, but I just realized if the discriminant of the one on the left, it should still be 0, but it can't be 0 because you get a as an imaginary number. The quadratic on the right, you can absolutely get a discriminant of 0 if a is 2 root 2, but it's only at 2 root 2. That part is confusing, I guess. But what if we just, I don't know. One of the quadratics will have complex solution. Right, then a can't be imaginary, but that's still, like, if we're forcing discriminant to be 0, which makes sense, we still only get, like, just one value for a, which doesn't make sense to me. But if we were to take a equals 6 and go to the quadratic formula, what x value does that give us? -6. Does Wolfram alpha do plus minus? Probably not, right? Probably not. All right, which one will you take between the plus and the minus also? That's it. This is long. 36 minus 8. I might just need to like go to the other questions and then come back around to this one. So I'm thinking the discriminant should be 0. That's not right. Because there's only one intersection point. Or I guess if you were to look at just the composed thing, like it's only equal to 0 once when you have this absolute value construction here. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I guess if you ignored that like absolute value part, you would have two solutions. So maybe I'm reading too much into that. Discriminant should be 0. Yeah, it might be a consequence of the absolute value. Like, or it might, the absolute value might be messing things up. So it looks like, you know, if you did continue the parabola, normally you would have two solutions. Discriminant equals 0 is an equivalent to unique solution. Okay, that's okay. Fair enough. But when we break it out and we take out the absolute value bars, like I feel like we should get a solution from that though. The one on the right that I thought should be right isn't. So maybe it's the one on the left. We could just try plugging in a number here, like 6 again, except it's gonna be plus 8. That gives a negative. What if we do the plus? 0.15? When a equals 6, what's our 0.158? Oh, that might, I mean, this isn't 158. Okay, so I mean, if we try plugging with a equals 6, though, it's the one on the left, and you take the plus. I couldn't tell you why. Means you'll get an actual intersection and another that is incompatible with the branch of the absolute value. So like the minus maybe, I wish there was like a firm way of knowing like which one is plus. I guess plus and minus is still like one is going to be greater than the other. Like, I guess like the minus solution from the quadratic would be if this was a straight line and it kept going all the way through. Yeah, I don't have a good way to like tackle this question without the benefit of Desmos and Wolfram alpha. That's kind of what's stumping me about this. Like, we can figure it out with these, but how would I do this if I didn't have the benefit of a calculator? Because like we entirely discard the negative part of the absolute value. And then from the positive part of the absolute value, I mean, I guess like, I guess you're supposed to like, the negative part of the absolute value is over here. And if you did your sketch right, I guess you're supposed to know that it clearly won't have a solution in the negative part, is how you're supposed to discard that, or know to discard that. And then once you take only the positive part, and you end up with the quadratic form of the plus and minus, you're supposed to know that the plus part is greater than the minus part, and that means the plus part will correlate with this intersection, and the minus part will correlate with the intersection that would be over here if it wasn't absolute value. That's kind of hindsight. Like, I mean, if I was doing this problem blind, I don't know if I would have gotten that far with it. Or I definitely would have been sure of it. I think that's what I do think that's the logic you're supposed to use, I guess, but that's really tough logic to find without the benefit of graphing calculators. So that's an interesting problem. But I'm sorry I don't have a better agreed on all accounts. Okay, that makes you feel better. You still don't get why we can't do the discriminant equal to 0? It's a good point. It's because this problem would have two solutions if you didn't have that absolute value, I think. So like if you remove the absolute value entirely, like, and trace this line up, you would get two solutions, I think, is the rationale. So it's just not a normal quadratic. ZZZ on YouTube says hi to Stuki. I don't know who ZZZ is. They've been secretive about their Twitch name, but they do say hi. All right. So that's the best I can come up with. You feel like it would work though? I guess we found out why it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I guess I should take a look at Thunder's Twitch account. Doesn't exist anymore. You're booted. That's who you are. Okay. I've been trying to figure it out. Okay, I'm glad you're not the person I thought you were. Okay, that's the question that Bio put in chat. I'll put it over in the YouTube chat too. I haven't even. Oh shoot, it's too long for YouTube chat. Okay. You're gonna try it too? Thunder sounds good. Either deny or deny your claim. Okay. Oh well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be booted, but I think it is. No, booted deleted his account. Geometry Dash Music, can you help me? Yeah, sure. I'm working on a question from. I've got two people who are like, I've got two other questions I have to tackle first. If you have a quick one, I'll just like try and do it quick. But otherwise, I've got to take the questions as I receive them. So work on the sequence one. If A1, A2, A3 is a decreasing geometric sequence whose sum is the first three members of 28, what is the first three, like the first three factors? And if A1, A2, A3 to 4 are first three sequence of some sort of arithmetic sequence, arithmetic, I always forget how you pronounce it for this context. The sum of the first four members of that arithmetic sequence is question mark. A3 minus 4? Oh, it's literally just A3. I thought it was, okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Bio. Huh. Okay, so this is a geometric sequence, but it happens that the first three terms, if you take 4 off the third term, also follow an arithmetic sequence. And they want the sum of the first 4 terms. Okay. That's so weird. So the first three members of 28, is that the first three factors? Like, what is a member of 28? I assume it must be factor. Okay. Yeah, New England Federal Credit Union and Jovia Credit Union. I think that's what we want here. Just members of a sequence? Oh, members of the sequence. That makes more sense. You're right. Decreasing geometric sequence, the first three numbers is 28. Okay, so yeah, what Jed is saying is the same. Sum of the first three terms is 28. Yeah, Jed, I think you're interpreting that right. Huh. A decreasing geometric series whose sum of its first three members is 28. So you have to do, I guess you need to reverse engineer it. Decreasing geometric series, like if you did 14 as your starting term, and your rate is 1/2, you get 14 plus 7 is 21, plus 3.5 is not 28. Like, I'm thinking guessing and checking here, to be honest. A3 minus 4, yeah, it's easy. Literally, the term A3 minus the actual, like, scalar 4. Oh, yeah, so we can say A1... Oh, yeah, I should pin that. You're right. Can I please pin it? Twitch won't let me pin it. Jed, if you're able to, please feel free, but... Twitch is being dumb. Like, you have the answer? Thank you, Jed. Okay, so it's A1 plus A2 over n, let's just say, plus A3 over n. Just I guess n squared. And then A1 is equal to A2 minus some other, no, plus. And A2 is some other number plus m. So that's an arithmetic sequence, I think. Oh wait, no, A3 minus 4 plus m. I think is how you're supposed to, like, not pronounce that, interpret that. The answer is fries. Sum 3 equals 28. Yeah, you could do a... Like, I was wondering if you should do that formula. We just don't know what R is. Like, I don't know what you do with the... If X, Y, Z are positive, maybe are real, so that X... Oh. That's, yeah, Geometry Dash. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one. Third round of a Greek math. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not doing it then. I'm not good at competition math. It's a pretentious fucking move. Q for the common ratio. Oh yeah, you're right, Jed. It should be A1. You're right. That's the way that I wrote it. Yeah, there definitely is a formula for the partial sum in the infinite sum of a geometric series, which is also what Bio put. Hey, Anders. So it's 1 minus... Is that the same thing as what Bio put? I assume it is. I'm just like, Q to the n minus 1. Oh yeah, it is the same thing. Okay. So the thing is, we don't know what R is, which is why I was hesitating to use this formula. Can we... I feel like... Could we figure out what R must be from the -4 making it an arithmetic sequence? Yeah, Thunder. That's probably the more normal way to write it, to be honest. Oh, do we? Well, no. Yeah, so it's normally written as like actually I kind of like that expression more, Thunder. We also know so like I don't necessarily know what you do with this. Like, do you equate these to these? That doesn't seem ideal. I feel like there should be an easier way, because I still don't really know what you do with that. You could, oh no. Dude, yeah, this is a hard one, Bio. Oh, and I forgot to take my webcam down. A3 minus 4, it's literally just the A3 term minus the number 4. R is less than 1, Thunder? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you could eliminate m from there. I don't know what that necessarily does for you, but you can do it. It's decreasing. I feel like there's some intuition with the 4 there and having to be a geometric series as well. I'm just missing it. To be honest, I feel like it'd be quicker to just guess and check. Like my initial guess of A1 equals 14 and R equals 1/2 was kind of close. Like if you did 15 into third, like what would that look like? That's not neither 15 nor a third. What the? Oh my god! Why can't I write? Freaking hell. So A2 would be 5. No, we're decreasing way too quick. Dude, my hands don't work. Oh my god. Is it 16 and a half? That gives you 24. That gives you 28. Like, after 3 guesses, I got it. Well, actually, A3 minus 4. Yeah, you're subtracting 8 each time, dude. That's just the answer. Guess and check. I don't know how you do that algebraically. But if you have it on a test with a time constraint, I feel like guessing and checking is way quicker. Hey, Elias, Elias? I'm probably saying that wrong, but yeah, it's the pinned comment. D to be -8 from the arithmetic one? D is A4? Okay, yeah. That's what I would get to. No, R isn't less than 0. R has to be less than 1. For the geometric. Oh, you guys might be talking about the different parts of the series. I think Andrew's talking about the geometric, where 0 is less than R is less than 1. For the arithmetic series, you do need a negative number. So I wish that I could figure out like the intuition that I think that should be possible to have here. I just don't know what it would be. Like, I guess I did have I guess I did have intuition for this problem with how I guess, but I feel like we should be able to like figure this out based off that A3 minus 4 bit. That feels like a very key thing. M is greater than 0, right? I had to work that out in my head, but A1 is bigger than A2, so you have to add something to A2. Oh, yeah, Jed. Yeah. I haven't dealt with very many arithmetic series, so I don't know what the common way to write them is. Also, welcome in, Elias, since I forgot to say that. So yeah, but I'm sorry I don't have a better problem-solving strategy for you on this question other than guessing and checking, but what I remember, you have to do some pretty difficult questions pretty quick, and I was able to do it pretty quick by guessing and checking. The arithmetic sequence tells you that 3A2 equals 28 minus 4. So A2 equals 8? Really? So the arithmetic sequence tells you that 3A2 equals 28 minus 4. Three times A2 Add 3 terms of any arithmetic. Oh, really? I guess that makes sense. I definitely didn't know that offhand. All right, yeah, I think Suki found the way that you're probably supposed to do it. That's not guessing and checking. Huh. I don't know. I'd love to think about more, but let me get to fish sticks. Fishy on sticks question. Scrolling up in chat. If we have time after, we can go back. That's one of the tricks you learn from competitions. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so okay, Fishy, I'm not sure if you're still here. I'm sorry if you did have to go, but I'll at least try and work through this one. So I guess this is binomial theorem. What's the word? Does it make sense when you have a square root? I think it still works, but it's just kind of weird that you would expand a square root. Like, does that make sense? The middle term, since we're given A1, A2, A3, the middle term out of those three is A2. Okay, so it does make sense to use the binomial expansion with a square root? That feels very unintuitive to me, but... Oh, does it become the power series? Like, is it infinite? I guess that would make sense. Wow, do you really have to do all this? Oh no, that's for approximating root 2. Okay, so I guess we just applied the binomial formula. Let's just look at the that. So if we're on the 6th term, what do we do for n? Oh no, actually, yeah, what do we do? Oh, n is the power, so it's 1/2 choose 6? That doesn't, wait. Okay, yeah, the negative, maybe, Jeff. I never heard of that. to negative integer exponents. Okay, so it's not just using the normal binomial theorem. We don't have a negative exponent though, we have a fraction. Looks like there is one for fractions though. Go away, pop-up. An upside down face? As realistic as I can? Oh my god. Once I get through Fishy's question here. Oh, Thunder, did you find the formula? I only just noticed my Discord. Actually, you only just posted it. If n is a fraction, a negative number, you need to use a different version. Oh yeah, I think this is it. This form of the binomial extension can also be applied to negative fraction values. Oh, so maybe the same formula does work for negative exponents as well. N minus r plus 1. What is r? R is the index? So if x is less than 1. Yeah, I mean, I assume that's just something we have to deal with. No, we're not, I mean, the person didn't say that, but I think we can safely say that. So the sixth term, so they need the sixth term of the expansion, so I guess it's going to be 1/2 minus 1? 1/2 minus 2? That feels so wrong. Arr. Why do we get... I guess it's okay to get negative numbers for the coefficients. It makes me uncomfortable, but I guess you can do it. Oh, you're right. It would... The sixth term would be... with 5. Yeah, it would be alternating. You're right, Jeff. N minus r plus 1. So it'll be from n to n minus 4 over 6 factorial. Nope, sorry. Over 5 factorial times x to the 5th. Let's write that out, I guess. So it'll be 1/2 minus 1, 1/2 minus 2, 1/2 minus 3, 1/2 minus 4 over 5 factorial. Sixth term like that. I think is what you're supposed to do. I guess you could compute that coefficient exactly, but I guess that's the answer. It looks kind of weird, but I guess that's what you do. Thank you for finding that, Thunder. So I assume Fishy had to leave if I don't see him chatting, so I'm sorry that we missed out. understanding well if she was still here, but I don't think we have anything else waiting to be answered, so we can go to Anders's draw routine. An upside down face, as realistic as I can. It's not going to be realistic at all, but I'll try. Then let's flip it. All right. Geometric sequences question, has he stumped? Yeah, I mean, I think Ian Stuckey just basically found the answer, like the best that you can do, without guessing and checking. All right, a face, as realistic as I can, upside down. I don't know how to draw a realistic face right side up. Like, I can't. He's smiling. Okay, you know what? I mean, to be fair, not everyone's eyes are the same size. I feel like my eyes aren't even the same size, but I'll try and make the eyes the same size. Okay. Oh God, this person's they're rolling their eyes at my drawing skills. We can give them blue eyes. Then I don't know how to draw a nose, dude. Besides just doing a good old like triangle. Then we need to give him hair, and the only kind of hair color I have is orange, I guess. And we'll give him a beard too, just because, you know, second best beard on Twitch. I'm just gonna draw me, I guess. I don't know. Have a little hair part there. Yeah, this is realistic. I hope you're happy with this so far, Anders. Only gets better. Gotta get the stash in there. Ta-da! You know, you asked me to draw a realistic face, that's what I could come up with. Let's be some other way. Yeah, there probably is. I just don't know. Nose is an improvement? All right. I'll take it. Chicago should invade 2 on Discord? All right. You know what? You did say let's flip it, so I'll at least do that much for you. Let me get a screenshot. And hey, Marua over on YouTube. If absolute value cosine a minus 1, what's happening there? Prove that a is greater than 0? It's quite the inequality. That was an emoji. You know, you can try to tell me to draw a realistic. Oh God, sorry for double me, but I can only deliver so much. It ended up acceptable. All right. Okay. So just at least to, you know, complete everything that you asked for. There we go. You know, that's not bad. We even flipped it in there. Oh my God, look at those eyes. They looked a lot better upside down. Okay, so Maura, if you are still here, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this one. We can always think about it. Yeah, the chimpanzee question, Thunder. I remember that with the matrices. Can actually be a new emoji for the server. I don't know. We could. I don't know if it's a good idea. Copy pasting this question over onto Twitch chat too. Make that an emoji. What would it be? I do have spare emote slots, I guess, but I don't know if that's a I don't know. Is that an emote? So Maura over on YouTube is asking this question. There's a kind of a lot going on with this. Like the factorials are very weird to me. Are these powers of a? By the way, like is that a squared? Upside down was definitely an emote. Okay, what would you guys call that emote? Because I don't even know what expression like. Like what is that? Thinking Dawn? I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure I'll know the answer to that. Is that an a squared, a to the fourth, a to the fifth? And it looks like there's something that's like, it's just like a question mark. What? For upside down? How many emote slots do I have? It's not like, I'm struggling to fill them with things I think would actually be a good idea. Let me check quick. Okay, I've got only one spare standard emote slot. I'm at 10 out of 11. I've got 3 animated emotes. I mean, I had a few more unfilled until recently, so that's at least progress for me. So yeah, Myra, I'm not hearing anything back from you, so I don't. That seems like a pretty difficult question, so I'm gonna move on for now unless I hear more from you. Dundo whoop. I was just thinking like the emote prefix like last night too. Like, it'd be cool if I could like be a partner and change it to like DDM, but Dondo kind of rolls off the tongue too. Bad though, you like the pun? Wait, what's the pun in that? Dondo up? Or like Don throw up? Is you want Stooky? Ian stuck? Ian stuck. Or I guess Ian Stook. Yeah, I mean, some servers have some really like weird prefixes just because what their name happens to start with like, something weird. Read. Oh! I get it. Okay. I thought it was like, I just read it like, you, and like, oh, I guess there's an O and then P. And like, UP's like, oh, upside down. Maro, can you do complicated math? Depends how you define complicated. That question you put in chat, I think is a little bit beyond me. I don't know how you would really do that. If it's competition math, I absolutely cannot do it. If it's like homework help, I often can, depending on the question. depending on the class, I guess. Oh gosh, Jeff. See, how do you find the great circle that splits the US into equal areas and equal populations? I feel like if you can figure that out, you probably write a paper on it. I don't know. It's been a while since you've, asked me a question that, like, I definitely wouldn't know the answer to. So, at least we're catching back up on that. A word problem with potentially missing parts? See what's up with this. I like how literally all three of their images are rotated too. Like, we're just all supposed to crane our heads, I guess. Hey. Why isn't that working? Oh, because it's transform rotate. There we go. Okay, to estimate the height of the garage, Carlos sights the top of the garage at a 42-degree angle of elevation. He then steps back 20 feet and sights the top of the garage at a 10-degree angle. If Carlos is 6 feet tall, how tall is the garage to the nearest foot? I'd have to draw this to know. Or we can look at their drawing and see if we agree with it. How many slots in the Discord server? I think there should be a lot. I think Discord gives you more emotes than Twitch does. Oh yeah, I got 33 slots available in the Discord. Do you want that emoji right now? I don't have a very good image of it. I want to like go take a picture of it. All right, well, I mean, okay, it'd be quick to upload it to Discord. If you guys really want it that bad, just give me a second to save it to my computer. It's gonna be a crappy image, but if you want it right now, that's the price you pay. I'm not even gonna bother like cutting out the background or anything like that either. Emoji. Oh wait, I hope it's gonna be big enough. Let's see. I don't even know how big this image is. Upload. Ugh. All right, it's on the Discord. There you guys go. I have no idea how it's gonna look. that could look worse, I guess. Oh wait, did I do the right side up one? Oh, I did the right side up one. That's my bad. All right. Dang it. All right, 1 second. You're right. Like a reasonable person, I took the one that's actually right side up and not upside down. Save image. Emotes. Oop. I don't want to cheat you guys out of a perfectly terrible emote. Okay, I'm renaming that existing one to Dawn. And I'm gonna upload the new one as Uwap. There you go. You have 2 of them now. So this drawing makes sense to me for what this person did. And this is them, I guess, trying to work it out more. Because it's just on the way we intended. Yeah. Do you know your mechanics? Does impulse have a direction? Ooh. It's been a minute. Impulse was one of the things that I understood the least well about mechanics. Does impulse have a direction? Isn't it partially defined by momentum and that has a direction? Change in momentum. Okay, yeah. If it's defined by force, I would think that it has direction. Impulse is a vector. So, okay, I guess that's your answer right there. And I'll say if you do have physics questions, Dr. Gold or Actual Education has a PhD in physics as far as I know, so I'm sure he'd be able to give you a much better explanation than I could, but yeah, I'm definitely not too good with physics. It'd be cool to be good at it, but I can't say that I am. Oh shoot, the music ran out. Let's go to this one. So yeah, we can get all the angles. I think there's some kind of law of cosines thing we can do or something, or... It's like we know all the angles here. Okay, I feel like I think I have I have a thread that we can potentially investigate here. I don't know if it's gonna get us to the right answer, but I have an idea for how we can at least try to do this one. I need to repeat the drawing though. Let's do blue. Feeling blue. Okay, so 6, 6, 20, 42, 10, 48. That was 32, the person said? I'm just kind of trusting them on that calculation there. 138 and 32. Okay. Because that's 180 minus 42. So yeah, that's okay. And that's 180 minus 138 minus 10, which is 32. Yeah, okay. So I think we call that, like, say, x and that y. And then can we do some sine and cosine stuff here? Like, or I guess tangent, rather. tan 42, just that angle, is y over x. Tan 10 is y over 20 plus x. That's two equations, two unknowns. We want y. That's the actual goal to solve for. So we could solve that one for x. Sorry, it's y over tan 42, isn't it? Dude, I have to pee by the way, so that's why I'm dancing, kind of. So let's plug that in here. $20 plus y over tan 42 is equal to y. Okay. 20 tan 10 plus tan 10 over tan 42y equals y. Subtract. Guess we can subtract that over. 20 tan 10 equals 1 minus tan 10 over tan 42 y. So divide by that, and I guess that's technically your answer, plus 6. I wonder if you can simplify that with identities. That's kind of ugly. But that is what you get. Dude, I have to pee really bad. I'm gonna BRB. All right. Shoot, I shouldn't have gotten on the BRB screen so quick because I had to like, I don't know how this sounds on the mic. Okay, hopefully I didn't like make too many loud sounds when I was putting my mic back on. So I technically have an answer. Can we make it look nicer? Let's see what Wolfram Alpha does with it, I guess. We can also check it to make sure it's like a positive value, because a negative value definitely would not make sense. I mean, I made a mistake somewhere. 4.38? No, it's a pretty reasonable number. So it does seem that you can't meaningfully simplify those. Ah, okay, yeah. This person basically got it. All right, let's level them and move on then. So that's just the answer there. This one looks kind of hard. Let's see what we can. Let's see if we can make sense of it though. The maximum value of LFKH, I guess the area, into ABCD, ABC. Oh wait, MPNF over. Oh my gosh, what a strange. Oh, and it's in parentheses. What's the maximum proportion these two red rectangles can take up of the entire square? For ED over AD? Huh. Yeah, I don't, this is, yeah, I don't know how you do that. That just seems hard. IDK, what grade math? It has a couple comments on it, so I'm not gonna look at it too hard. It doesn't answer those, so let's move on. MIT integration bee questions, very hard. Usually, I mean, okay, well, with almost any competition math, as I understand it, there's a bunch of tricks that you just need to know, and if you don't know the trick, you can't do it. If you do know the trick, it's actually not that hard at all. So I guess it depends if you want to call that type of thing hard. If you just have taken a normal calculus class and you try some integration bee questions, there's not many of them that you'll be able to do. I remember a long time ago on stream, I tried one just for a meme, because someone in chat was like asking because they enjoy integration bee questions. So out of like the 10, I can maybe do 1 or 2. The others just have, you know, crazy tricks that I didn't know. To graphing calculator or computer to approximate the locations of all local extrema. Oh, okay. So what's their question? They were able to do the maximum, but not the minimum? I wonder why they're stuck. Oh wait, they didn't do that part. They said B, but it was A. So I wonder what their holdup is, but 0.92x cubed plus 7.4x squared minus 11.3x plus 38. And then we do have a constraint 0 is less than x is less than 6. Hey, Henrik. Frickin' Wolfram. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm doing good. How about you? I don't know about that. Oh, wait, so they give you revenue. They don't ask you to like calculate the maximize of some other function that's based on revenue, so there's no trick like that. Okay. So yeah, um, not sure if you're asking, or I'm not sure if you're asking about a specific part, but the question is asking you to find if there's a local maximum or minimum for that. Since they say local min or max, I don't think we need to worry about checking the endpoints. If they said generally a maximum or something like that, I would say, well, yeah, I don't think we should worry about the endpoints. Oh man, well, it depends. It's kind of a definition thing. A graphing calculator. Wait, you should learn how to get minima slash maxima using whatever technology you're used to. Graphing calculators. Can do this too. A little side note is that depending on the phrasing / class you're in, you may need to worry about the endpoints 0 and 6 and see if they're potentially minima or maxima. But since the question specifically says local min / max, I think we don't need to do it here. So I think endpoints technically are still local mins and maxes, but it's kind of an economics question, and I feel like you probably wouldn't care that much about it. I would think, at least. But that's why I'm kind of leaving it up to like that part of it up to them. I just want to like call it out in case it is a thing, but it might not be a thing for them. Let's go up to the top. Go over to learn math. Doesn't seem like there's a whole ton here. I am kind of curious to see what people are saying for 0 factorial equals 1. As far as I understood, it's just so that it doesn't break a bunch of our formulas. It's kind of convenient. There's one way to arrange nothing. I think that's kind of arbitrary, but I don't know. I've always thought it was just like letting 0 factorial equal 1, it breaks, or it makes it so like formulas where you divide by a factorial don't break when it equals 0. Oh, it's kind of a recurrence relation, yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, this explanation kind of works for me too. But I'm much more in line with what this person is saying here for why we define it to be 1. Like everything else is kind of like a neat trick to continue the pattern, but like as far as I know, it is just because everyone agrees that it does. Okay, anyway. Let's go over to Ask Math. Areas in a circle. Oh no. What is this? The right one is not really important. You have a question? Oh, please post it then. And if we don't want to do overlapping rectangles with circles. X factorial equal x? Isn't it just 1? Oh, wait, 2, yeah. Sent in math. All right, let's see. Question 14, part B. Oh gosh, okay. So 14, part B. A ball is dropped from a height of 10 meters. It bounces to a height of 7 meters. Okay, drop from a height of 10, bounces to a height of 7 meters, continues to bounce. Subsequent heights to which it bounces follow geometric sequence. Okay. That's not too bad. I find out how it will bounce after the fourth bounce. The total vertical distance traveled up to the point when the ball hits the ground for the 6th time. Oh, okay. It's phrased in a very odd way. It's just going to be the partial sum up to the 6th term in including. Because we can actually like draw this out, I guess. I'm missing something? Up to 6 minus 10. Total distance traveled. Do they mean literally traveled up? Like only the upward motion? Oh my god. Wait, this is ambiguous. Do they literally mean the upward direction? Or do they mean up to the point when the ball hits the ground? Because I guess total vertical distance traveled. No, I know. Oh, I get it. You have to do 2 times everything, but the 10 is only half. Okay. I think I get it. Thank you for saying that, Hunter, because the phrasing of this is a little finicky. Okay. It's because it travels up and down. So each bounce counts for twice the distance. But that very first bounce with 10 only counts once. Do the sum of the 6 multiplied by 2 and you're done. It's minus 10. I guess I'll just draw it. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, Penn Center. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Working on this question from Thunder about modeling the height of a ball bouncing with a geometric series. And it has a little like trick to it. Thank you very much for the raid though, Penn Center. Hope your stream was good. I think you're doing 100 integrals. I wasn't able to watch today, but I hope that went well. Okay, so yeah, so Thunder, it sounds like you said that you thought it'd be the sum from the first 6 terms times 2. We have to subtract off the 10 because only these subsequent bounces, like you go up and then down, so that's why you have to multiply that by 2. Up, then down, so you multiply that by 2. This one only goes down though, like the wave is cut in half. Like if you had this other half of the wave over here, you'd be going up and then down. But since you don't, you have to not double count the 10. So they phrase it in kind of a weird way. I might say like just 10 plus 2 times, you know, how do you usually abbreviate it, like S6 minus S1 or something like that? like for the sum up to 6, or sum between 1 or I think you know what I mean. I'm not getting the indices right. So about 10 more today, including 2 SOAP integrals. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like solving 20 more. Yeah, dude, SOAP did. Those like integration B questions are crazy. She's like show me some. But yeah, that's why you just have to not double count that first bounce, basically. So if you want, I can go through and like actually like solve it, but if you see the point, then I won't. Or if you see what you have to do, then I'll stop there. Sorry? Oh, okay. Sounds good. No worries, Thunder. Hey, Storm. Yeah, that's the series. Eighth question, man, I was just an eighth. Dude, you saw me getting stuck on that too, with like, what do they mean with the word up? Ugh. I'm gonna watch the YouTube video to figure out what they're asking about. Change your bedroom? Oh, it's actually not my bedroom, it's just like the living room area. But yeah, I do have a new setup where I can actually stand up at the whiteboard now. This, yeah, I mean, a quartic would fit the bill. Just kind of curious. Yeah, or even a cubic that's not just x cubed. Maybe let's take a peek over the math Discord. You want to see Don doing questions? When is that stream happening? My own questions? Like studying? I might actually do some today, but like for the real analysis class that like Zach is doing, I've like tried to work through those questions. And once summer comes, I have some ideas for what kind of math streams I can do when people aren't going to be asking as many questions. Definitely too hard. Oh, I'm sorry. In a couple years again, you'll understand. I mean, if you only watch the first few classes, or like, it's like the class in like 3 acts, I guess the first act was really hard, like the beginning. Because like the part of like sequences and all that stuff, when you're doing like the most basic like fundamentals, like that's probably the thing I found among the hardest that we did. But now that we're progressing through the class, there's only like 2 or 3 more weeks, I think. Maybe, I mean, no, it's only like two weeks. We're into normal calculus things that, like, I always forget what your level of knowledge is, but like, we've done like extreme value theorem. It's like things that actually like recognize Riemann sums. We're just getting into integrals, and it's a lot easier now that I actually have some background in the things that we're studying. I see I have a ping there. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Penn Center pinged me. Let's see. I'll be able to get. Integrating 1 over root x minus q root x? Oh gosh. Can we rationalize that somehow? You only know very basic integration differentiation? I mean, that's just like memorization. For differentiating y equals ln x. Oh wait. Yeah, it's dt, but the integrals of x's. So yeah, it would just be t over that. That's funny. Okay. Back to the math Discord. X equals u to the 6. That's right. Thank you for that, Storm. Yeah. For dy dt, for dx dt is already provided. Really? Oh, do you need to... You need to know the parameterizations for an ellipse. They don't give that to you. That's why this question wasn't making sense to me. For an ellipse, it's like x equals 3 cosine t and y equals 4 sine t, I want to say. Actually, the 25. I might have to divide by that 25 first. Let me see if I can remember this. Paul? Get Paul on the phone. What am I looking for? The parameterizations are going to be like with line integrals or something, right? Yeah. You know... Oh, that's the limit definition of a derivative. But you know how for quadratic curves, the point where it goes the other direction is the turning point. So for an absolute value function, is the coordinate absolute value like the vertex of a parabola? For the absolute value function, I haven't heard it called a vertex. I think that term would make sense though, and people would know what you mean. I don't know if it's given a specific name though, like that. Oh. Is equal to b sine t. Okay, yeah, so I did call it. You'd have to divide by the 25. Why is dy by dt multiplied by dx dt? Called the vertex. Oh, okay. Funny. Why does dy dt involve dx by dt at all? And I think thunder just means for two-dimensional parabola versus an absolute value. Like the minimum or the maximum, depending on which way it opens. Oh yeah, Storm. I've encountered that it's actually kind of hard to get the perimeter of an ellipse. I feel like there's something here that I'm missing. I don't know why dy dt needs to involve dx by dt at all. In terms of x and y. Because y is equal to, what, 5 over 4 sine t? So dy by dt is the derivative of that. So I'm a little confused why that's there. So I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, must have been a typo. Hey, Zach, dy dx for polar curves. Really? They had it multiplied. Oh, wait, because you have to rearrange that. So it's dy dx there? I guess so. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Let me see what Penn Center's, or let me see what's going on in Penn Center's Discord first. But oh wait, okay, they closed the channel anyway. That's good to know though. Hey, thank you, Zach. They're confused as to how their professor did it. Oh yeah, I guess it is a typo. And this solution, let me make it bigger for the stream. I don't know how easy that is to see. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna pretend that this is dx, I guess, just for the sake of this. So they're doing what Storm suggested. Yeah, exactly. And they take x equal to t to the 6, and we choose t to the 6 because square root x is like a power of a half, and cube root of x is like a power of a third, and their, I guess, least common multiple is like a power of 6 if you want to get some cancellations. It becomes a bit more apparent why it's a good idea when you see the next step, because now it's something that's actually possible to integrate. I guess from here you would you can factor a t squared out. Oh, it's like they did division. Which I guess there's nothing wrong with. Yeah, I guess it's probably you have to do. Okay. I think I understand what's happening here. Let's go back to the Discord and see. Um, I think it's not good. I guess maybe I should ask them what part they're confused on first, right? I don't know. Two 256 times 256. That's I mean that's 2 to the 16th. I don't have that one memorized. I feel like there's a trick there if you're putting it as that sequence. Let me, I want to focus on this person's thing first, and then I'll see if I can figure out the trick that you're saying. Um, 65,000? Okay, yeah, that's why I don't have it memorized, I guess. And although you were just bored? Okay. Gotta concentrate since I'm trying to type LaTeX here. Slash frac 1, 3. Oh, I need x to the power of that. That means I'm mismatching a bracket. We're here, aren't I? No, I'm not mismatching a bracket. Okay. Oh no, compile? I mean, it's still, oh, it doesn't like cube root? How do you make cube root in LaTeX? I thought it was cbrt. Uh, LaTeX cube root. Put it in ChatGPT? No, I'm not using ChatGPT. With square brackets? That makes it a cube root? That doesn't feel right. Maybe it is. I'm not that good with LaTeX though. Let me open up my cheat sheet. Sorry, I don't mean to doubt you, Pen. Let me just see it on the cheat sheet that I know and love. Oh, you're right, Pen. I'm sorry, I doubted you. sqrt square brackets 3. No, I wanted to have both the root version and the exponent version to make a point about like the 1/2 and the 3. Do you indent yourself? It just feels weird to write square root for an arbitrary root, I guess. Playing both sides. Yep, pretty much. It's one of those things where you have to know the trick. It's so we get 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Nice, clean numbers in the exponents. Yeah, Storm. I was wondering if I should include that because it's making it like a little more complicated, but that's exactly it. Okay, awesome. Glad we're able to help this person out. And I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about that whole square root to make an arbitrary root. It makes me just feel uncomfortable. Like, I wish there was a generic root term, I guess. It's probably more convenient just to use it all with the same thing. Hmm. Oh, gosh, that's... There was conversation happening before. I don't want to like dig through what they were saying before. The locus of z. I don't know that. Oh yeah, Pen. I don't know how you do that, but it's probably not too bad if you know what the locus is. I just don't know what the locus is. I feel like I've heard it in a different context, the term locus. Hey there, Dram. It goes good for me. How about you? It does look kind of fun. I just don't know. I mean, is the locus something simple? Am I able to like learn it quickly? Translation of locus? I'm not sure. Locus comp. Let me. You know what? Maybe Google Translate. Locus, English to Rebecca's French. Le. It might be le point. Wait, it's one of those, but one of those seems right. Complex number locus. All points is... Oh, okay. Pretty good just procrastinating. We'll help you get to it eventually. So, given z and w are complex numbers where w equals z minus 2 over z minus I, w not equal to 0 is purely imaginary. Sketch the locus of z. So this is... If... I guess for each solution... I mean, sketching it... Any value of z that gives you a purely imaginary result. Z minus 2 over z minus I. Yeah, probably is a little bit small. Let me make it bigger. We can go over to the whiteboard too. I guess we want to ration... Oops, that's not the right link. I'll write it on the board too, so it's a little bit easier to see. So I guess we want to rationalize the denominator there and hope that something good happens. That's my only thought to solve this. Oh yeah, and we also know that w is I times some some real number. Okay, yeah. Z minus 2, was it? Over z minus I? Why? What am I writing? Why am I... Dude, it's always on Saturdays that I'm like dropping everything and writing the wrong things. Like ki or whatever arbitrary constant you want. A locus of locus? Oh god. All right. Let's work through the problem first, then we'll work on that drawing. So if we do rationalize the denominator, what happens there? Shouldn't it be ik? We're gonna follow... I know it should be ik. Get it? Oh, you get a quadratic, I guess? Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's what we want, now that I actually see it. You couldn't help yourself? Baba is Kiki, yeah. Hey, Esplegendit? However you say that? Oh, SB, yeah, that's much more reasonable, Brayden. I prefer Esplegend. Oh, yeah. And hey, Geometry Dash. The area of a squiggly shape in the graph y equals x squared. I need a squiggly shape in y equals x squared? I don't know what that means, Geometry Dash, I guess. Like, what kind of squiggly shape are we talking? Does that mean me equals 0? I think so. If 0 times 1 is 0, and 0 times 2 is 0, then 1 equals 2? That is kind of funny. That almost looks like... No, because you can't divide by 0. Dear Geometry Dash Music. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in over here on Twitch. The reason that relationship doesn't work is because that implies that you're dividing by 0. And you, of course, can't divide by 0. KA equals B? No, you're right. You know what? Sure. So the man wants you to think. Yeah, exactly, Tram. You know what's up. Let me see. Storm was putting some things in chat. Z minus 2 equals ZIK plus K. Well, shouldn't it be... Oh, wait, I see. You didn't... Oh, okay, maybe it's better not to rationalize if we do it like that. Yeah, I think that's what Storm is saying too, Penn Center. I think that's probably easier than what I did. Oh, the Ramanujan Sun legend? I don't... I have heard that. Is house or heart style? Nah. I don't agree with that rating. I'm not that into like dubstep, but I'm definitely house and heart style are not what's it for me. See, I don't prefer what Penn Center and Storm were saying here, which is multiplying each side of the equation by z minus I. I think it's better than what I was thinking. Z minus I, ik equals z minus 2. Multiply out the ik. I guess ikz, I don't know if there's a better order to write them in, plus k, because minus I times I is plus 1 times k. So then do you like get the z's with the z's and the k's with, well, I guess the k's will be where they are. Factor the z out and divide by the coefficient. Like that? What does this mean, though? Teach me calc. You had a dream last night that you're back in school and giving you a math exam and you knew nothing? Oh, no. I've had dreams like that. Now we rationalize? Okay. Let's rationalize. Positive 2 plus 2ik. I feel like I'm writing that in the wrong order. I don't know what order people normally put the I in. It doesn't actually matter. It just makes me uncomfortable to not know. Okay. I hate that I wrote the -1 at the end. It's fine. It's fine. Ik plus k squared -1 plus 1 -1 like that. So the ik's go away as we expect. We get 2 plus k plus 2k plus k squared I over k squared plus 1. And so does k equal -2? Well, no, not necessarily. Or does it? If we want to get rid of the real part, do we take k equals -2? Spectre, yeah. I don't want to say anything, but you definitely are slacking. Z equals 8. Oh, never rationalize? Just lose time with your fraction? I don't know the proof of that, Brayden, to be honest. I'd have to Google. Your eyes are bleeding? K is given? You search Z? Oh no. I'm sorry about your eyes, Storm. Z equals, okay, I'll get rid of the rationalization and I'll do your thing. I don't know, since you're new at math, the sine of an acute angle in a right triangle is equal to the cosine of the other acute angle. Yes, Legend, you're right. So, okay, so we're taking Z equals A plus IB. Do we multiply by the denominator? Like, I don't know where we go after this. Okay, so we do multiply by the denominator. Okay. Like that? Stay without fraction? Am I okay with what I have here? I mean, we could erase the step before that too and get rid of the fraction entirely, but what is a... I mean, with this, I'm kind of lost. So you guys are gonna have to like help me out here, I guess. But like, do I need to erase more of what I've done, Storm, or is what I have at the end there okay? Even if it's not how exactly you would do it. Spin left side to figure out the real part and the imaginary part. Gain money from after. I don't know an example of that offhand right now. I'll think about it more after we get to the end of this. I'm going A and B in terms of K. Spin left side figure out. Okay. So expand to the left side. Minus A plus IAK. Oh man, dude, if we can get AK-47, that'd be really funny. BK equals minus 2 minus K. Do we want to bring these into the mix over here, or... I don't know. You can get AK-47. Yeah. Yeah, 47 AK. Equals 0? Okay. So then we do want to bring these over here. I'll just do another step. That's quite the real part right there. So does that mean the real part has to equal 0 and the imaginary part has to equal 0? But we have way too many unknowns here. Or we have one too many unknowns, I guess. So how do we figure out what A, B, and K are? Even we do get the system of equations. AK minus B equals 0. Yeah, so solve for A and B ignoring K? Oh, I get it. It's gonna be in well, okay. I'm just gonna trust you guys on this because I don't see where it's going at the end here, but we can definitely do this. And Benson, I hope that this counts as, like, you know, credit for the complex variables class. So just solving for this, pretending K is any other number, we can say AK equals B and plug it in over here, like that for B. So 2 plus k minus a minus ak squared equal. Oh man, we get a quadratic. Oh no. It's not quadratic. It's not quadratic. Okay. I'm running out of space. I was trying to be lazy and put everything in. So we factor the a out. Minus k squared equals minus 2 minus k. So a equals 2 plus k over 1 plus k squared. If we cancel the negative 1. Do more of these? Okay. That's a 2, not a z. So if we know that a is that, I guess we can figure out what b is. It's just that times k, so 2k plus k squared over 1 plus k squared. Okay. Are we supposed to have an actual value for k though, or like, this is where I don't know where we're going with this still. It's like, what do we do with this a and b? So this is z. I actually plug it in up there? That seems like a lot. (47b equals AK47. Z is on the line y equals kx. Sketch the locus of z. Thunder, I don't know. I'm just blindly following what Penn Center and Storm were saying, but this problem kind of got lost on me a while ago. We have an answer for z, it's just in terms of k, and I don't know what we do with that k. 2 plus k, 1 plus k squared plus, yeah, Penn Center, I agree with that. K is given. K is imaginary. W equals IK. That's because W is purely imaginary. That's why we have that. So we arbitrarily like named what W should be. So what is the locus? I guess. Do we have everything we need to figure that out? Just 1 point? Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if Wolfram Alpha can do this for us. I don't think Desmos can do anything with complex numbers. At least that's, I feel like I've heard that from what's their name? Converter, corrupt converter, who does a lot of things with Desmos. Oh, and sorry, Legend, I did see that. Those questions, I never know how to do them. It's just kind of a weird like trick question, or the way that I think is right isn't right, and I need to look it up every time. If you actually need help with it, I can try and Google it to make sure that I'm not telling you the wrong thing. If it's just like a for fun question though, then I don't like those questions. Yeah, I'm not sure how we would like verify an answer to this, or if we can. So I definitely don't know what to do with this question. We could do our drawing of the locus of locus. It's 3 hours? Okay. How? Well, you know, would Wolfram do this? We can try to make Wolfram solve it. I don't know how we would tell it that W is purely imaginary. Like, could we do like IK equals IKEA? What does it bring up for IKEA? Oh, it brings up my city. Okay, that's cool, Wolfram. I see you. Oh. Frickin' Wolfram just like doxing me. It's not that much of a secret anyway. Oh, and Wolfram just chops off the part it doesn't want to deal with. I don't even really like a harm in saying where exactly I live. I just like, I haven't done it yet, and I figure like, should I? Like, put solve here? That's not what, I don't think that's what we got. Unless there's some cancellations once you actually get the thing. K plus 2. IK plus 2 over K plus I? I don't know what that means. I don't think it knows that K is real in this. Rationalize it? Oh, I think you might get the same thing. Okay, I guess let's see. IK plus 2 over K plus I. That's what we got? Okay. I guess let's actually like show it. Let's do it over here. K squared plus 1. So why do I get K plus 4? Did I write Wolfram's? Oh, it's, no? What? Where did I get this extra? Where did this 2 come from? That's that. Wait. That. Did I? Oh, wait, that's 2IK. Oops. Never mind. I'm just blind. I thought those are separated for some reason. That does match. Okay. I don't really know like what the locus is still, but I guess we got the right answer. Same thing that we got, Braden? It's a single z locus spanning the value of k. Locus of z is a circle centered at 1, 0 with a radius 1. I don't think it will be that. I think it's holding something as constant there, Brayden, or something. Because it shouldn't be just one solution, I don't think. Well, it's one. It depends on k, I guess. It feels weird to give an answer that depends on k. It's just something that we invented. Like, we're like, I guess we'll use sketch. Would it be? I don't know how we'd interpret that graphically, I guess, if we have to sketch something. Whoa, what's happening in the Discord for this question? What does a purple name mean? Very cool people? Oh. Everyone else is just a regular cool person, I guess. Okay. Doing it like vectors, it means that u is perpendicular to v if it's only imaginary. I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know what you do with this. I don't know. I I think I don't know how we interpret our answer, I guess. I think we've gotten to the answer. It's just the interpretation part that I don't know. Yeah, they're on some kind of thing. Using vectors? I mean, I haven't done it for myself, but I'm pretty sure you can absolutely use vectors with complex numbers, and that's something that Penn Center has done. I never done it for myself though, so I can kind of guess at what's happening, but I don't really know what's happening. So I mean, either way, this person seems like they know what they're talking about. I'm probably not going to speak up in this Discord. It's kind of fun to like try and solve it. I just wish that I knew that last step there with how you interpret it. I was just curious. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not really heartbroken over like not being able to like do that question. What's this? Oh, it's the same thing that you put in before, Brayden? Oh yeah, I guess I didn't. It's game any from after you make the product before it's sung. I don't know how would you make profit before you've sold anything? I'm not sure I understand that. Oh yeah, the locus of locus. So the locus of locus. So a locus of locus would be all points, all solutions that satisfy a locus. So I think locusts enjoy eating plants. And I think, you know, if a locust has a full stomach, it will be pretty satisfied, you know? So let's draw, how should I draw? Like, I think we need like a wheat field and like some crops and things like that a locust would love to like go to town on. Oh god, it's gonna be a pain to draw like a field of wheat. We'll also get some actual locusts in here and some other like variety in the plants, so that way, you know, they don't want to eat just one thing. They have refined appetites. Get some like watermelons. I don't know, just what came to mind. That looks more like a volleyball. Trust me, it's a watermelon. Um, get like, we can get like an apple tree going. It looks a lot more like a cherry. Why is the stem so long? I guess they probably like cherries too, though, right? That's a horrible apple. Oh my god. Why is the stem so long again? They look kind of like Christmas ornaments now. I don't know, man. I can't draw an apple, I guess. That looks more like an apple. Okay, now we need some actual like locus on here, right? Just having a ball on all these plants. I don't know what a locust actually even looks like. I assume they're like little fly-looking things. But, you know, I'm sure they enjoy the various fruits. They look so, yeah. I don't know, man. Ta-da! I don't know. It's a grasshopper, really? Oh, see you, Storm. Thanks for hanging out. Hoo-hoo, hey, thank you. Thank you. You know, if you want lessons on how to draw, I can save you a lot of money from having to go to art school because, you know, I can just teach you because I'm so good at drawing. Love it? All right, I'm glad. Teach you, please? Well, you know, you just start making lines on the paper and you just kind of hope for the best. You don't have a plan or anything like that. That's all it takes. I love how no one questions the upside down dawn. So they got paid to make the products by the company. I mean, you're welcome, hoo hoo. Now go out there and be an artist. You know everything that you need to know. Just saved you like 4 or an extra like, you know, 3.5 years, or whatever, of art school. So I don't know why it'd necessarily be quadratic here, Brayden. This feels like it's. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a weird situation. I don't really understand what's happening with it, I guess. All right, Thunder. Thanks for the good wishes. See you whenever I see you. Gotta make a. I'm gonna call it ooh-wop. You have the one slot, I guess. I don't know, man. It's kind of bad. Yeah, like you're not locked into that emote. You can always like switch them out. And I do have instant upload, so I mean, technically I could just, well, I don't like resize it and crop it and stuff. There's no reason I technically couldn't upload it like right now, except that it's like terrible looking. I know, but if there actually is demand to use it, then maybe that's all the reason that I need. The lap is completely beautiful. Thank you, Thunder. There isn't a ton of math out there. Let's check my Reddit one last time just to make sure I don't have like a DM or something. I do have a hard stop in like an hour and 15 minutes-ish. Okay, no new DMs. So I might do a little bit of Pikmin. I really enjoyed Pikmin when I played it, whenever I played it. I think Wednesday. So let's close out these tabs that I don't need. So I guess that's gonna be the end of the. So I don't have any other like math to work on. I think it'll be the end of like the math kind of stream for today. Let me see. Is there anyone who's like currently doing math that I could send people? Or I won't be able to like raid, but it's like recommend people. I don't have anyone in my follows who's doing math right now. Minority suspect? Oh yeah, sure. Caught me just on time before I was about to switch away from math. I'm happy to look through your question though. If you were to type it in chat or put it in my Discord. Oh, looks like you put it in Discord. Let's see. Ooh, oh, you have to do some implicit differentiation here. Let's see. So you want me to verify your work, I assume? So yeah, we're doing dy by dx of this thing up here. The sine x derives to cosine x just like normal. The cosine derives to minus sine. I would say we need a chain rule here for the 2y though, so we should get 4 out front because we have to multiply by the 2 inside. Other than that, I agree with this. You should have the minus sign here, you should have the y prime there. So I think you just need the 2 out front, and then you're good. Or the extra, you need to multiply by another 2 out front because of a chain rule on the inside. Other than that, I think I agree with everything that you did here. Yeah. Oh, I see. You even have the 4 over there. I assume that's the right answer. You know what went wrong? Okay. Do you think you're gonna have any other questions before I switch away from math, or do you have any other questions on this? Because if that's good for you, then I'm gonna play a game, I think. But if you have more questions, I'm happy to help you out, though. All right, sounds good. Thank you for the question. Okay. In that case, let me take the whiteboard down off the wall, and then I'm gonna switch over to Pikmin. Actually, God, it's gonna be a little bit weird. Let me switch my scene. Okay. Take off the lap mic. Okay. Oh shoot! At this point, I'm gonna cut off the YouTube stream. So if you're here on YouTube, I appreciate you. We'll be back doing math again on Tuesday. So.